boy. There you are. Well, what kind of a performance are we to expect today? The capitulation of King Tom in the face of the luminous Everetti. Or something else. I'm Drey Yarnes, High Priest of Callista, the patron of the city. I also command the Temple Guard. Okay, so if I oppose Everetti, will you support me? Why? Everetti prays to Callista himself and donates generously to the temple. With him in charge, the city has become much more cheerful than it used to be. Why would I wish to see him disposed? Revenge, oh yes. The goddess is patient, but sooner or later, the bill must come due. Well, that was easy enough. The savoured sting allows much, but what he's doing is unacceptable. I'm ashamed of accepting money tainted by his dirty crimes. I shall wash my hands of his blood. Go out and carry out your plan. We shouldn't be seen together. There are spies everywhere. That was easy. Really easy. Gone is the confident and well-groomed playwright who approached you at the Rushlight tournament. He sent you to defeat the river pirates. He's pale and wan, as though he had not slept for a day. He shakily runs a hand through his hair as you approach. It's a terrible mistake. I owe you an apology. And an explanation. He holds up a hand as if to request patience. Walsh Syllabi. The magistrate knows that I have a way with words. Will think that now that I stumbled over myself. He may be cruel, but he's devious. I think he wanted to test my loyalty and eliminate rivals at the same time, so he recruited me as a spy. It seemed natural with what my husband and the guards. I couldn't just refuse. That would make me look like a threat to the state. The king is already putting the squeeze on the city guard hard enough, so that would threaten my Talwain too. Now I'm concocted a story to get you to attack someone on pretense of piracy, knowing that it wasn't true. Yeah, but also it wasn't true. What do you mean it wasn't true? Get out of here before there's more trouble. I'm going to do what I can to make it right. Faster than you can say. Eimar Deschamps shouts an approaching woman, her voice silencing all the other conversations for 100 feet. It is Rinshala Fiscari, who has overseen the convoy you attacked, and she proudly wears the light blue clothing embroidered with the heron insignia of the River Song Trade House. You have the gall to show your... Oh, so that, yeah, right. As I was going to say, this is the piracy people. The gall to show your face in attacks after you slander and treachery. What do I have to blame for this heinous attack on my shipmates, my family and my crew members? Several of her personal guards array themselves behind her, watching grimly. At the same time, onlookers begin gathering to see what's happening. It is this miserable actor and who lines your pockets, I wonder. Who would stand to profit from my family's misfortune by hiring assassins? Well, there's more. Stand aside, make way for the King Magistrate. The Honourable Welsh Killaway makes his way to the conversation with a squad of Patak's guard. Sergeant Tawan Hammerin, keep the peace as I handle these miscreants. He tugs urgently on the sash before looking at you. As for you, it is convenient that you have spared us the trouble of arresting you for sentencing. How dare you show your face in Patak's after launching an unprovoked attack on the Riversong Trade House, lifeblood of our city and pride of our kingdom? You have slain our people and threatened the prosperity of every citizen Galaxy. Well, this is great. It's not my fault. I accept responsibility for... Listen, now this villain has begun poisoning the minds of our people, using doubt and venom to make us see ourselves as fiends when the mastermind stands before us. He points accusing at you. Yes, proud citizen of Patax. From the foreign miscreant stems all of this ill. Tywin seems baffled by what's happening. Looking for guidance from Eimar, the latter looks back with sad resolve. "But we are all civilized and high-minded people," declares Walsh. "Let us hear from the accused." He turns to you and awaits your response. "This man, the playwright, he betrays us. He hurt Rinshala. He made us into bandits. Let him take the blame for his mistakes." Look at him, Tom. That's love. If we don't keep Ymir safe, we'll have broken those two apart. I don't think I can sleep with that on my conscience. What? We may not be wholly to blame, but Ymir is not entirely guilty. Our lives hang in the balance. It is only right that we accept the blame to shield those who would otherwise suffer. So, lawful good. I am innocent and I refute your accusations. The red-handed criminal questions the judicial system. Very well. How do you refute the state's accusations? The playwright Eimar Deschamps asked me to attack the Fiscari convoy, though he misinformed me about my target's identity. It's true. I concocted a story to get Tom in trouble. We would not be here now were it not for my deception. Tell them who made you do this. He squares the soldiers for pointing at the magistrate. Welsh Selway approached me, demanding that I trick Tom into attacking the convoy. For the good of Patax, what I thought was a service to the kingdom has endangered our people and an innocent man before us. Lies and slander. How easy it must be for a playwright to spin such a web of falsehoods to confuse the listener and betray his neighbours. No good people of Patax. Eimar Deschamps was born not to our fair nation but in Taldor, where intrigue and backstabbing are second nature. It should come to no surprise that he would find a kindred spirit. You told me of the so-called pirates, Judge. What could you have to gain by painting your own people as outlaws? Of course I warned you against the pirates, he responds indignantly. King Everetti's soldiers patrol our territory to ensure the safety of all. Yet there are those who would exploit the river's freedom to attack our merchants. He looks at you at the moment before returning. Clearly our king was right to worry about foreign powers preying upon our people. Right? You warned Rinshala of an impending attack, not from pirates but from me. It's as though you had hoped I would attack her and incriminate myself. I was prepared to condemn you for theft and murder, yet it is no trouble for me to add forgery to the counts against you. He peers at the page for a moment, and even so, it is my sacred duty to protect the people against the foreign pretenders and predators for your lawless land. He steps forward. Forgery? You sent this letter directly to me, Your Honour. You warned me about Tom, and I have received at least 10 letters from you before. The writing and the seal match. Why would the accused forge a letter that incriminates himself? No, you are blustering because you worked with this playwright to attack. The Ficaris have long been a thorn in your side. You stood to gain from their fear, especially if you got someone else to do the dirty work. Your defence is that the people of Patax are petty and treacherous. No, the Riversong Trade House has always been an honoured part of the community. It has nothing to fear so as long as King Everetti protections. It's no secret that the Riversong Trade House and the King have agreed about his policies. His agents have put additional pressure on us to support him, and now we have the threat of foreign attacks to make us come crawling to the King for protection. Alright, well, can I fail? I have presented my evidence. Surely now the people can see I am not guilty. Succeeded. Do not forget that Patax is a land of law and justice, the King's justice. An appointed magistrate and defender of the people, it is my job to declare you guilty. Judge Selway sneers in grim triumph before staggering back as the crowd surpurs. Clearly he was hoping for the grudging support of the onlookers, rather than hate you for attacking the Fiscari convoy. Most people present seem to sympathise with you and blame Walsh Selway for framing you. He tugs at at his sash so hard it nearly tears before spinning to leave. Kill him, I guess. Oh, we are fighting. Okay. We're all fighting, dude. We're all fighting. Alright. Alright. He seems unable to find the right words. I was at fault. I was ready to accept blame. But you never blamed me for anything. I don't understand. But I'm grateful. You could have abandoned me to suffer for my wrongdoings, yet you shielded me. I won't forget this. Yes, I would have done that. Talwain approaches and puts a comforting hand on his husband's shoulder. I don't understand all of what had just happened, he admits. He gives Eimar a scolding look before adding, but I'm sure my husband will be happy to explain it to me later. I can tell that he was in trouble, and you stepped in to protect him when I might not have been able. I appreciate that so much, and I want you to know that we, the guards, are outraged with King Everetti and his ever crueler policies. I think Walsh might have wanted to provoke me to revolt and use it against the guard. Anyway, please take this. Before I donned the uniform, I wore this as a sellsword. Cool. When Salah approaches, you may not have met under the best circumstances, yet I think I understand why your people respect you. What you just witnessed was King Everetti's idea of justice. Don't care for it at all. Please take this amulet. Let the others of my family know that you are a friend. River Song Amulet. Cheers. Oh, you've come to give your crown to Everetti after all. Don't you worry, His Highness will take good care of your land. She stepped forward with a triumphant smile. Headmaster Gitaren, have you read the book? You know, the book about the Academy, Patax, Everetti and so on. An amusing little work, wouldn't you say? I am a lawful subject of His Highness Everetti. Do you think I would read a book that was forbidden by his personal orders? As far as I know, this book consists of dirty slander and groundless insults against our respected citizens, and direct incitement to riot against our lawful king. I wouldn't touch it even if it weren't forbidden. But anyway, you're no time to discuss books, even such popular ones. You came to see His Highness, did you not? Well then, go and speak with him. Perhaps you'll have time to discuss literature after you finish your business with him. No talk, don't worry. We have something to say to him. Bag. I would lie if I told you I've never had to compromise my conscience. The good he does for the city and my student is incomparable, greater than the harm. Everetti is no role model, but he created the Academy, and in merely doing that, he's atoned for a great many of his wrongdoings. And I, as head of the Academy, have a chance to further diminish the evil. It's easy to do good when someone else is paying for it. You know the price your students pay for the Academy? But you look the other way so you can keep playing your looted piece. Covers his face with his hands. You're right. No matter how wonderful the art created at the Academy may be, all of it is tainted by Everetti's crimes. Come what may, if you stand against Everetti, I shall bring the students to the streets on your side. I only pray to discern that you are more merciful than he is. You got that right. I hate people like her so much. She talks a good game, avoiding whatever conflicts come her way, which is why she's also let scoundrels like Everetti's feast at her leisure. I'll take an obvious villain over do-gooders like that any day. Now you must leave. We cannot be seen together. The most celebrated of all Pitaxian bards approaches you with a sweet smile. Just listen to her. Imagine, loyal to her king for so many years, but when his throne starts to wobble, her conscience magically wakes up. You seem to really hate Everetti. For the same reason he is hated by every Pitaxian girl or boy unlucky enough to catch that stinking pig's eye. He doesn't take no for an answer. The whole city is his personal harem. When he failed to seduce me, he tried to buy me. And when he failed to buy me, he tried taking me by force. When I failed at that, he tried to put a spell on me using a strange artifact. Praise Calistria. The magic didn't work, but I swear by the goddess that what I wouldn't give to have my revenge. For myself and for countless others less fortunate. Artifact? I don't know. It was like a piece of driftwood or perhaps a wooden sword. So yeah, I really feel like an asshole now. Because that lassie got hit by the sword. She was really telling the truth. Oh, great. I really don't want to talk about it. But in a nutshell, the pig invited me to another romantic dinner. Snuck up on me from behind and poked me with the back of the stick. I don't know what he expected, but it didn't work. I immediately realised he was trying to put a spell on me, and I was consumed by such rage as I've ever felt in my whole life. I'm ashamed to recall the scene I made. I screamed, flipped over the table, splashed him with wine. You know what? I'm not ashamed at all. The look of his unshaven snout, dripping wine, is my only pleasant memory of the whole evening. Yep. So yeah, so I really should have saved that other lassie, that other pirate lassie. Well, that's my bad. That's my bad. So what do you want from me? I have a business proposition. Allow me to lead the rebellion of the academy students against Everetti. I'll handle it far better than that spineless old hag who hasn't touched a sword in her life. I will lead the bards to battle, and I'll convince them that you are their patron. A true tower of strength. In return, I ask you keep the academy open after you win the crown and make me the new headmaster. Wearing colourful feathers and singing sweet songs doesn't change a cobra's nature. Don't listen to that song. Why should I trust you now? There's no such thing as loyalty. I should know. After all, it was us bards who invented it. It's a fairy tale the rulers tell naive fools to make them work for free and die for someone else's interest. All with happy smiles on their faces. The deal I'm proposing puts me on a limb, not you. I really make such an offer to do the job in advance without any guarantee on my part. On your part, sorry. As for your word, of course, it's a terrible risk, but I'm ready to take it. For a chance of revenge, you, on the other hand, risk nothing. Help me rouse the bars to rebel against. Yeah, I think this is right, because Altalia wants to use the bars to fight. This one seems like they want to be defensive. Yeah, so you won't regret it. We shall meet you in front of the palace, and now I must speak with the students.
Well, hello, King. I'm glad to see that despite your utter failure as a ruler, you did listen to the voice of reason and made the only right decision. Give me your crown and swear allegiance to me. I promise I shall rule your lands wisely and mercifully.
Oh, I didn't come to give you my crown. I came to take you.
Citizens of Free Pitax, our city is in danger. The enemy is at the gate.
Danger.
For our freedom.
High voltage.
For your king.
Yeah. Good luck with that. We've suffered enough. I stab thee with my own heart, bitch. Oh. Listen to me, students. Today we'll get rid of that old buzzard for King Tom. Wow, okay. Okay, well, alright. What was that? What? No, unless the king is destroying the city, arrest Everett. Okay, nice. Okay. Today is the day of our reckoning. Destroy Everett for King Tom. Damn Everett, the blasphemous usurper. Temple guards to battle. Was that indeed Altalia? Pardon me. Yeah, wait a dialogue. Yeah, it was. Yep. Yeah, she did. Yeah, okay. She certainly did. She did that. All right.
Serves you right.
It's noisy in the canteen. Everybody's guard are vigorously discussing the ongoing battle. The old families have started to riot. Street fights are springing all over the city. Can't hold down the uproar. Everetti's lost his grip. It's clear as day. And that Tom. Did you see him handle Phillimore? You think we stand a chance against him? He's almost here. Let's run for it while we still can. The were-rat show his crooked teeth in a fierce grin. Cowardly, useless fools. Do you eat royal food, drink his wine, stuff your pockets with his gold? Now you'll stay and fight for him. I'll eat the face of anyone who tries to. Oh, great. I mean, I would like to be chaotic good, but I think I have to go for neutral. I don't want to kill them all, but you know, loot is loot, I guess. I will eat your liver, not out your guts, suck the marrow from your bones. That sounds delightful. Blessing of Salamander. There's quite a lot. Can't get poisoned though, which is weird. Oh, a few enemies, folks. Just a few enemies. Decide what's valuable later. Hi. None. Oh yes. Just garden, folks. They're just garden, folks.
We cannot be defeated.
Look, I am not an invader, right? I just want to make that myself clear here. I'm not evading anything, right? Can we be clear on that? I think we can be. I can be clear on that, right? I'm not invading anything. Hannis Drelev. You barely recognise the man sitting in the cell. He's changed much over the years since you saw Baron Hannis Drelev in a formal reception of Restov. One's muscular arms are now thin, his skin is pale, his eyes sunken, sitting on the floor, staring at his hands. Didn't expect to see you here. Baron's lips begin to tremble, but he doesn't lift his eyes from his hands. Just when you begin to sense you won't begin answers, you're too late. Baron Hannis Drelev is dead. There's only a corpse. Seems there's no active spells, however you notice some traces of strange magical aura. It reminds you of the one that filled the chamber under the old sycamore where you fought Turticho. One could assume that these traces were left by some powerful artifact. There's no guarantee of that. A long pause. Yes, if you're dead, how can you be talking to me? I don't know. Are you out of your mind? It looks like you're alive and well. Look closer. Lifts his hands and probes the skin on his cheeks with trembling fingers. It's pale, but quite healthy. You see the skin peels away, fingers rotten to the bone. The corpse has no eyes, no heart, no stomach, nothing. Smell it. Stinks. What are you doing here? The Baron left Restov for Glenburn, stumbled into an ambush, Everett slaughtered his people, and captured him. No one paid a ransom from Baron Hannis Drelev, then Everett killed him. How did you die? Keeps a monster as a serpent, a pet naga. It assumes different shapes for him, but that's not important. He gave her a weapon, a wooden sword. Probably magic. He told her to piece Drelev with it. She did, and Drelev died. If you're dead, does that mean a priest can resurrect you? A priest? Yes. Do priests resurrect the dead? Yes, perhaps a priest can help. There's no reason for you to stay. However, whether you're dead or alive, by the way, if you wish to be brought back to life, go outside and find Cleric Drey Yarnes. Tell him Tom sent you. Why is that chaotic good? I get that one. Yeah, sure. A priest, yes. I can resurrect Drelev. Hannis stands up with effort and leaves the cell. Swing. Drelev is a real scumbag. He wouldn't have spared you. And yet you say to him anyway, I hope he doesn't blow this shot at a new life. I didn't remember that guy at all. He died alive and will return to life thanks to you. You granted him another chance at life, as you did once for me. Well, perhaps Baron Drelev will live again, maybe. Alright. Wasted that though, but oh well. That is what it is, folks. That is what it is. Alright. My oh my. It is done, folks. Save.